Hey guys, so we're going to be doing the top 10 sweatiest or best looking combos with the superhero skins and how to customize them. So let's get right into it. Now, for what I think is the best superhero combo, probably the most sweatiest, I use suit pattern Intrepid. I mean, it doesn't really matter though. Full mask. Eye mask, it doesn't matter. Belt doesn't matter. I think it looks a lot sweatier without a belt, but it's just up to you. For the primary suit material, I use cloth and then platinum for the color. And the reason I use platinum is just because it matches up better with each other because you can't use white on white. And the secondary material, I use plastic and platinum again, so it looks the same. Accessory color, I use white, but it doesn't really matter unless you're using a mask or belt. IFX on with the white, or maybe like even IFX off looks pretty cool. But I like it on with the white. Skin tint, I don't have it as anything. Hair tint color, white in case I'm not wearing a mask, but sweatiest is with mask, and then no sticker. So for the first superhero combo, you're going to want to use a suit pattern Victorious. The head style, you can use, I usually use full mask, I think it looks the best. Eye mask doesn't matter, it won't show up, and the belt doesn't matter, it's your preference. For the primary suit color, it's metallic for the material, silver for the primary color, then metallic again for the secondary, and silver again for the secondary. Accessory color doesn't matter unless you use a belt, or if you're not using a mask, then or if you're not using a full head cover, then the masks will change colors. Eyes, I usually keep the FX on and I just go with the white. Another one I think looks good is FX and FX off with like a darker color, maybe even white. I like FX on and white. Skin tint, hair tint, doesn't matter if you're using a mask. And then I don't go with any sticker on this, I think it looks the best without. This is another one of my personal favorites, if not my personal favorite. I honestly like this better than the light blue and the white. I just think it looks so nice. I use a suit pattern Victorious, I use a full mask, these are preference. I use material for primary is cloth, and I use brick red actually, so it's the dark red down here. And then secondary material I use spandex, and once again it's the brick red, the dark one down here. Some might get mistaken and think it's that, but that is it's like ugly, looks way too bright. Accessory color I would go with like red or brick red, but it doesn't really matter. IFX is on, and I go with brick red once again because red just glows way too much for me. I like the darker red. Skin tint, if you don't have a mask, I prefer red. And then hair tint, I have it as brick red, just like everything else. I think it goes best with the Cactus Jack back bling. It just looks so clean, in my opinion. This is another one of my favorites, right along with the white superhero. I just think the sky blue looks really clean. I really love the cryptic skin back bling on it. I think it looks amazing. I use Intrepid for the suit pattern, full mask, these don't matter. Primary material I use cloth and light blue. Then secondary material I use spandex and light blue. It really blends in. I think it looks really well. Accessory color doesn't really matter. IFX I keep on, and I use the light blue. The eyes really look good with the back bling. Skin tint doesn't matter, but if you're not using a mask, steel blue looks the best with it. Hair tint, I go with a light blue, and that's it. For the all pink superhero, I use the suit pattern Victorious. I really like the full mask. I just think it looks the best out of all the styles, but once again, you can use any style. Eye mask doesn't really matter. Belt I keep off, like I said, your preference. Primary material I use spandex and magenta for the color, spandex and magenta for the color again. They don't exactly match up, but you can't really tell from a distance. Accessory color, I have it as selected as magenta, but it really doesn't matter. IFX, I like it better on, and then I use magenta to match the whole color scheme. Skin tint, I have as twilight pink, just in case I'm not wearing a mask, it still goes with the whole scheme. Hair tint, I have magenta in case I'm not wearing a mask. And then sticker, I keep with that one. Here is the purple superhero. I really like it. I think it's really clean. Maybe not one of the sweatier ones, but I think you can make a really nice combo out of it. Suit pattern, I use Peerless, which is like the only one I use. Like purple's the only one I use with this because I don't really like this style. I use full mask, eye mask on or off, belt off on, doesn't really matter. Primary material I use cloth, and the primary color I use indigo, and then I use cloth again and indigo again. Accessory color, it's on red, but you know, like I said, doesn't really matter what it's on if you use the mask and you don't use a belt. IFX I like on, and I go with the indigo. Skin tint doesn't matter, hair tint doesn't matter, but if you don't use a mask, I suggest you use indigo for the hair tint. Again, I just think this is like another cool one. Maybe you wouldn't say as sweaty, but I do think it looks pretty cool. Suit pattern, I use Victorious and I use full mask. These don't matter, preference. But primary material, I use spandex and then I use black, and then I use spandex and white. And then for the accessory color, I use white, but it doesn't really matter. IFX I like to have on, and I use white because black just looks like awful, it looks like terrifying. So I go with white. And then skin tint, doesn't really matter if you're using full mask. Hair tint, I'd put it on white or black, one or the other. Black doesn't really show up though. I'd do one of those if you aren't wearing a mask. Here we have just a blue and black combo. It's actually the first one I've showed without a full mask on or a mask at all. Suit pattern, I use Intrepid. Head style, I like the hairstyle B. I think it looks sweatiest. I do like hairstyle A, but I just think B looks better in my opinion. I go with no eye mask. I like it better. Means all up to you though. Belt, I don't like belts. Primary material is spandex, and I go with blue. Secondary material is spandex, and I go with black. And the accessory color I have is blue, but it doesn't matter unless you're using a mask or a belt. IFX I keep on, and I use blue. And then skin doesn't really matter. I would go with like that. If you do like a different skin color, one of these, probably that to be honest. I don't like skin color though, like a blue one. And then hair tint is blue. Now this one is really most definitely preference. It's like some may really like it, some may really hate it because they think it's too flashy, but this is like the gold combo. I use Intrepid for the suit pattern, hairstyle B, eye mask I don't like to use it. I think it kind of throws it off. I don't know though, it's up to you. Belt on or off, I keep it off. But you go metallic and then go down here to yellow. The metallic again and then yellow. Accessory color I use yellow. IFX I keep on and use yellow. And skin tint I keep the same, and hair tint yellow, as you can see. I mean, I just think it looks so clean as like a all gold combo. Maybe you could throw on this on there if you'd like a sticker, but I prefer not. Now for last, and honestly probably my least favorite, is like a green one. If I had the green clover back bling, I'd definitely run it with that. I think I'd look good with that. I use a suit pattern Intrepid. I use a full mask. These don't matter. I use cloth for the primary material and green for the primary color. Secondary material is spandex. Secondary color is green again. I use accessory color green, even though it doesn't matter unless you're using belt or mask. IFX, I like to keep it on, and I like to have a green. I think lime green just looks way too bright. Skin, I keep it on lime green in case I like take the mask off, and then hair tint is obviously green in case I take the mask off. And you could add like a little sticker, maybe a green clover sticker if you'd like, but I'm not really fond of the whole stickers. And that'll be it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and make sure to comment down below which one was your favorite. This red one is definitely my favorite one, and if you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.